which means it's going to float. The mass is also, the mass decreased because you took it all out. And is it going to still hold the same amount? Yeah, the volume is still going to stay the same. Okay? A little confusing, but I want you to think about how density works. You're going to be asked a lot of different questions. Know that when everything is still the same, it will stay in the middle. You'll be identifying different objects and then knowing what is more dense than the other, more meaning compacted, less meaning less compacted, more air in between, holding more volume. Volume is capacity. How much does it hold? Think of that water bottle. Think of the cup. If it holds, 6 ounces, think of the mass. It's all the stuff that's inside it that's measured in grams, that's put on a triple beam balance to find out how much stuff is inside of it. Okay? That's the way you're going to need to be thinking next Wednesday. All right, let's look at this next one. Where am I at? Ananya creates a mixture of sand and salt. Okay? The particles of each are about the same size, which describes the easiest way to separate the sand from the salt. Okay, so what is she going to do? Does she use a strainer which only lets very small particles fall through? Well, look. Same size. The particles are about the same size. She has a mixture of sand and salt. So that won't work. Does she combine the mixture with water and pour it through a coffee filter? That could be a possibility, because what's going to happen to the salt? The salt with water, this plus H2O, dissolves. So if she poured it through a coffee filter, the sand stays behind. The salt water flows through. And she'll add heat to the water. Water evaporates, salt stays behind. Okay? Use a magnifying glass to separate the particles in sand and salt. All you're doing is using a magnifying glass to observe. That's not separating. That's a hand lens. Shake the substance vigorously. I'm going to change it. I'm going to shake, 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 shake. No, it doesn't make it. So the answer is B. All right. Ms. Treadaway asks you to clarify some mixtures and solutions. She gives you one example in each category to help you get started. She writes vegetable soup in one of the columns. What other words could you add to that column? Okay, so she's asking you to classify some mixtures and solutions. She gives you one example in each category to help you get started. She writes vegetable soup in one of the columns. What other words could you add to that column? So if we had vegetable soup in one of the columns, which one else could we add? Fruit, salad, pico de gallo, apple juice, sweet tea, nail polish, jello. Okay, so this is solution. That's a solution, and a jello is solution. It's just jiggly. Hand soap, Legos, shampoo. Okay, so we have, vegetable soup. Vegetable soup, in vegetable soup, we have noodles. You have vegetables, so you can have carrots. You can have, what else in vegetable soup? Peas. I don't know, I'm just thinking of different types of vegetables. Green beans. And then you'll have broth. So which one is this? Fruit salad, pico de gallo, apple juice. Pico de gallo is the mixture, but think of it as like it's all blended together, right? So, fruit salad, that can be easily picked out. Uncooked egg, trail mix, sweet tea with ice. So which one of these could you also put? She writes vegetable soup in one of the columns. Which is the other one that could fit into something like this? Yep, it's exactly right. It's going to be the uncooked egg, trail mix, sweet tea with ice. And that matches because noodles, carrots, peas, green beans, and broth. So there's your liquid and a solid so that you can be easily for your mixtures. Okay? Alright, let's look at this one. Ruchita and Joy's homework assignment was to bring an example of a mixture solution. Ruchita brought a bag of Cheerios. Oh, that's scrumptious. And Joy brought Fruit Loops. Which statement is true concerning their homework? They're supposed to bring an example of a mixture or solution. Okay, so she brought a bag of Cheerios and Joy brought Fruit Loops. Are both mixtures? Both are solutions? Ruchita brought a solution and Joy brought a mixture. Ruchita brought a mixture and Joy brought a solution. Okay, so looking at this, Ruchita brought a bag of Cheerios and Joy brought Fruit Loops. Which statement is true concerning their homework? They were supposed to bring an example of a mixture or solution. All right, what I'm saying are that both are okay, so I'm looking here because Cheerios, Fruit Loops have the different flavored loops in there, right? So that would be the mixture of the different, we can separate those by colors. Bag of Cheerios, so Ruchita brought a solution and Joy brought a mixture. So Joy did bring a mixture, and I'm thinking, was it that Ruchita brought a bag of Cheerios? I'm not quite understanding that because I'm looking here because this is so it's a little bit confusing, and I need to check with the author on this one here. That there is the answer is where Ruchita brought a solution and Joy brought a mixture. So I'm thinking that there was a piece of information that was missing here that we needed to double check. So for right now, it's this one here, but I'm going to follow up to see on this bag of Cheerios what made that the solution. Okay? All right, and that's it for this evening. Hope you have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.